I'm actually curious how long this will be.
Okay, for some reason my thing does not. My game's not even streaming. The hell? Not even streaming. What the hell?
And when I'm on Xbox, it shows the broadcast
Alright, now I'm
icon
streaming.
is for me.
There we go.
Now you're streaming?
Yeah.
Do you have Twitch on your phone?
Yeah. I'm trying to check. I'm trying to look at my stream, but it's not popping up. Alright, okay. I'm not streaming all of a sudden. I don't know why.
Okay, now it shows. Now it shows your audio. The audio thing for your broadcast.
Alright.
So now I'm gonna launch up a natural disaster survival, some NDS. I can't wait to talk about this movie. Yep, shows a Black Jura's life, Black Jura 10 right here.
Let's check.
So, I guess I'm gonna say now, spoiler warning to anyone who hasn't seen it, cause we're gonna be talking.
Yep, you're
about
talking
this
on my
movie.
stream. Alright, time to alright. Sup, guys? We're gonna be discussing Godzilla's Kong. Just for spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't watched the movie. Well, if in case you can't read on the title of this stream, we're gonna be discussing spoilers. But yeah.
Yeah, spoiler warning. So, what should we talk about first?
Alright, out of the way, let's just talk about the action, because that's really what most people care about in these kind of movies.
Yeah.
I say, yeah, the action is way better in King of the Monsters by far. The shots, the scaling is much more improved. Like that one shot in the city when Godzilla walks into Hong Kong, and the camera goes up, he actually looks like gigantic. Even some of the shots, like up in the air with Godzilla's Kong, they look actually really good shots. It's the first person shots are like really cool as well.
Yeah, so like you were right, Nick. The fights, they were pretty fast paced at times, you know. They
Yeah.
were moving quite fast.
Move a too fast in my opinion. Kind of like loses some of the weight out in some shots, like especially the Hong Kong fight. I think they move a little too fast.
When Godzilla was first introduced in this movie, it was just cool.
Oh yeah,
Man's
yeah.
rolled up, his fins glowing. Man's is amped up from his previous fight. I don't know why Kong thought he could square up, because Godzilla was still amped up. You know, Godzilla still probably has the amps from the previous movie. You know, went and what's the lab called again? Like, I just watched this movie and I forgot the name of it. It was called A something, right?
Apex.
Yes, Apex. Man's pulled up to Apex and straight up bombed the place. and they were like, Godzilla's hurting people. We don't know why. Well, clearly, that eye thing that was glowing has the same noise as the Orca system, so that is what's obviously leading Godzilla to the place. He's not randomly attacking, and I knew right then and there why Godzilla was attacking. It was so dang obvious at the start. It was actually insane.
all
joke.
those people were saying, "My God, this guy is looking mad stupid now." Nothing was. Like I don't know how you can just look at the first trailer and wait Godzilla. Just like I mean it's already been done. Like really no, it's really been Godzilla the whole time. But like come on, you gotta be smart. Kids are so stupid sometimes when they genuinely think that Godzilla is guys. Oh my god. How the hell would they how would they just hide those big ass claws? Like how?
I mean, I
Oh,
guess
like
with like
Godzilla.
a suit
Oh, he
again.
was bullying Godzilla. He was bullying him so hard. Literally grab him by the head and fucking smash him through buildings.
Yo,
It was
Nick, check this out,
crazy.
bro. This dude straight up has 802 survivals,
Yeah, he's
bro.
sweating hard.
803. Dang, bro. You know, I may be in the 300s, but I'm not no 803, bro.
Yeah.
Man's a go inside. Dang, bro. Man's never felt the touch of a woman. Oh my
Uh,
god, bro.
it was nice to see that one Skullcrawler again, even though he got absolutely brutalized by Mechagodzilla.
Yeah.
It actually looks like the actually bigger than the big one from the scroll. I just died. I just dropped down, earthquake, and I literally had no health. And as soon as I dropped down the ground, I exploded. This began some perfect fall damage.
Yeah, no, like amazing fall damage. Even arc fall damage isn't this bad. Natural has the worst fall damage I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I could fall off of a 2-foot building and I would like lose like a small chunk of my health for some reason. So we were talking about Skullcrawler and yeah. I was actually expecting that Skullcrawler to be a lot larger. That would,
But like compared to how it was to Godzilla, it actually looked like really big, like looks half the size. So I mean, I guess that means even the Skull cars got bigger in the last 51 years since Skull Island.
but that thing sliced that Skullcrawler in half.
Mm-hmm.
That Skullcrawler stood no chance. And still, I don't know why Kong thought he could win against Godzilla when legit, when they went in the Hollow Earth, those flying things.
Yeah, the war
One
bats
pulled up and
literally
almost-
one on one, literally just like curled them up, just like that, with no effort. If it was for the humans like interfering, the war bat would literally, I'm pretty sure, would have suffocated Kong to death there.
Yeah, Kong is already losing to to non-alpha Titan creatures. And I guess they also cut Behemoth from the movie. I guess he wasn't needed.
Yeah, because
Sure
like I didn't see why there was like a toy of the Behemoth for the toy line of Godzilla vs Kong, but yeah, he didn't even appear in the movie. Like the only time he seems like in the opening titles of saying like defeated thing, which by the way, I really hope defeat me doesn't mean they're dead. I hope it just means they submitted to Godzilla because they're King of the Monsters. I hope it doesn't mean they're literally dead. That would be a really fucking bullshit if all those times we just saw and even Rodan are dead, and only Godzilla
Yeah.
Kong are left.
Yeah. That'd be extra stupid, cause I don't know why Godzilla would kill them, even though they already bowed to him.
Yeah, I think that's what they meant by when they were defeated, just submitted to him.
Yeah. But that opening thing was actually cool.
Yeah.
When it showed all their wings, I was extra hyped up for Godzilla's showcase, cause that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. it showed 2014 and the female Muto. Then it showed the burning Godzilla. That was cool.
Yeah, I see a lot of people like actually like look like analyze the thing correct like closely, and like some of the stats for Godzilla and Ghidorah are actually like completely wrong, because for Godzilla he actually now all of a sudden weighs 164,000 metric tons. So in the last 5 years, 5 year gap, you somehow weighed like more than Ghidorah all of a sudden after 5 years. I'm like, what?
I think
And then
both
Ghidorah
died.
is now 121,000 metric tons. Like, what? Even though he was 141. They got some of the stats like completely wrong there, but it's just nitpicks. I don't think it's gonna really like change. I think the opening itself is so really cool, despite some of the nitpicks.
Yeah, that was a pretty cool opening, and like and the music playing, it made the opening even better.
Yeah, like the
I was
soundtrack.
even more
The
hyped.
soundtrack at first, when I really looked at them, I didn't really like it, but now after watching the movie multiple times, I actually kind of like the soundtrack. It has like an 80s kind of kind of tone to it.
Yeah,
Though
and
I
you
do
know,
think King of Monsters 2015 are have the best soundtracks in this multiverse, in my opinion.
I have Godzilla's theme kinda stuck in my head now, you know?
Mm.
And I could also hear Kong's theme in some parts after hearing it on my own time, you know?
Yeah, well, as much as I'm not like the biggest fan of Godzilla's theme in this movie, I can know like it's his theme wherever it plays, and also Khan's theme as well.
And like no cap, they straight up have. I feel like in both of them, but I know it's mostly heard in Godzilla's theme, where it sounds like that verse from Shin Godzilla, Who Will Know.
Yeah, I do hear a little bit of it, of who will know it in some part of the theme. Okay, here.
Okay. Yeah. Kong, if I'm being honest, Kong stood no chance. My
Yeah.
family, they were saying Godzilla didn't have that atomic breath, and if Kong had the axe, Kong would probably be victorious. And I'm thinking, I would say it'd be pretty close. Because without his atomic breath to make the axe even more powerful, that I don't know. Who would win?
Nah,
Godzilla
after watching the
versus-
movie Nope, Godzilla completely bodied Kong out of 4-on-1 during the last part of the fight. He literally grabbed him by his arm, one arm dislocated, and threw him across. He had no chance physically, even physically speaking. Kong had no chance against Godzilla. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, and I was
Really
saying,
grabbed him around.
on the drive back, Kong threw a punch at Godzilla and Godzilla flinched. Then Godzilla did a roundabout slap and Kong fell over.
Godzilla straight up ate that punch, bro. Didn't do shit. Just turn around and his bitch slaps him. Like absolutely no chance. Kong had no chance.
Yes, Kong may have punched him back and threw him off of the boat. Okay, yeah, that did happen. But still, Godzilla did a roundabout slap. A slap, not a punch, just a slap. While Kong did a full-powered punch. You could see in the trailers when Kong punches Godzilla, he kind of falls over on his hands from that punch. So he was putting some heat on that punch, and Godzilla kind of ate that. He kind of ate that. Then Godzilla turns around and slaps Kong, and Kong is defeated. No. He fell over. Not defeat. He fell over. So, Godzilla was just too overpowered for Kong, if I'm being honest. And while watching this movie, no cap, I was kind of fearful for Kong because it was just too hard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kong barely stood a chance. Godzilla was
I'll
slicing
be
him
right
up.
back. Let me eat some dinner. Be like in 5 minutes.
Okay. So yeah, viewers, I guess it'll be us. Yeah. Okay. I don't even know what to say. Guess maybe I could talk about some human characters. Jeez, I think I might be dead. You know, compared to the last movie, Madison, my opinion, wasn't as good. She kind of felt like just some kid who's all like, go, 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 you know? And I don't know, maybe I forgot their names even though I just watched the movie. But I would say Madison, Tapwater, and the black dude at Apex Engineers. They just they kind of felt like they kind of I guess had no depth to them, you know. They weren't all that enjoyable as people while watching the film. Whereas the people who are following Godzilla through the people following Kong and Godzilla actually I would say okay, the people following Kong through the Hollow Earth, they I guess had more character to them than the trio that was at this one Apex lab base. The trio just there because we avoid to be a plot device for some instances. Like at the end of the film, where they needed the password to get to kind of stop Mechagodzilla, they had to short circuit him to, I guess, give the other two Titans a chance. I would say that's their only meaningful purpose in this film. Other than that, they didn't really do all that much that helped the plot or helped the Titans. They just existed for that instance. Or I should say, their main role in this film was to help the other two Titans beat Mechagodzilla. What else should I talk about? I guess a question I have is, why was some stuff cut out from the film? like this movie feels rushed and you know, it kind of goes too fast. And there's some people who are supposed to be in the film that aren't there because some parts are cut. My question is, why was it, I guess, cut? Would it have felt too long if 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 that stuff stayed? And I don't understand why. Okay, excuse me. I don't understand why Godzilla's race and Kong's race would have a ancient rivalry with each other if Godzilla's species is more dominant. Like, they shouldn't have a war. There would basically be no war. It would be a complete massacre. It wouldn't even be a fighting chance for Kong's people. Because Godzilla alone was kind of manhandling Kong. Kong had that. And Kong had that superpowered, I would say, axe that was made from the dorsal fins. Stop. Excuse me again. A Godzilla species. I mean, I guess there can't be, multiple Alpha Titans, but Kong doesn't really. Kong kind of feels like an Alpha Titan, but he doesn't have the power of a Alpha Titan. I would say Rodan is more alpha than Kong. The Mutos are more alpha than Kong. Like, legit, if the female Muto was facing Kong and Kong had no axe, I would say that fight it would be pretty interesting. I would say they would both be somewhat around the same strength, but the female Muto also has EMP powers that would kind of make the fight not as fair. Or at least I think the female Muto does have EMP powers. Did I lose health from that fall? That straight up killed me. Wow. Okay. That's amazing. I love dying. And I'm like... And it was a flash flood. Oh, I love flash floods. They're fun.
I'm back. Blah blah.
Well, Nick, I talked about the human characters and how the trio that was at Apex Labs, they barely had any depth to them.
Yeah, there's no depth to
know?
it. And that's
felt
probably
like-
because of like how much footage was taken out from the movie. I literally just read up recently that Wingard literally had like he was literally if all the footage wasn't taken out, we got like 5 hours, like a 5-hour cut. If
5-hour cut?
if the 5-hour cut, if Colin's willing to actually make the human characters more compelling, then I wouldn't mind watching it. But if it's just not gonna do anything with them for those 5 hours, and yeah, there's no point watching it.
I think the problem would be is like 5 hours would be too much, even for a monster.
Yeah, because anyone who doesn't give a shit about human kaiju movie literally would be bored out of their mind. Have to watch 5 hours.
And then I was also talking about why Kong species would have a ancient rivalry. I think I'm saying that right. With Godzilla species, even though their species is more dominant, And they say that there can't be two Alpha Titans. And I was saying that Rodan feels more alpha than Kong does.
If Rodan couldn't even survive one gravity beam, there's no way he's Alpha Titan. I'm sorry. Like, come on. I know. I refuse to believe Rodan's Alpha Titan. Like, how the hell can you be an Alpha Titan? You can't even survive one beam attack from one of a monster 3 times the size of you. You cannot be an Alpha.
Why was I not talking about
bullshit,
this? My family. I actually have great points. I need to go. Oh, it's an earthquake. I'm dead. I'm dead.
Okay.
Oh, please launch me off the
Oh
mountain.
God, I'm
I
gonna
might be
die.
dead from fall damage.
No.
This fall damage is actually
Okay.
I'm already below health. Let's go. Okay. Yeah, so Monster Zero was kind of manhandling Godzilla the film with his amp, and they expect Kong.
They didn't even King of the Monsters. Literally, they said, "Oh, it's an alien creature that's stand against the game." Said no, it was Godzilla was the only one who had the chance. So yeah, Kong literally was nowhere near anywhere near like the tier of Godzilla or Ghidorah.
Yeah.
So that pretty much tells you that Kong had no chance to begin with.
It was actually a one-sided fight.
Yeah, pretty much.
If Rodan couldn't survive one gravity beam from King Ghidorah, who could handle a amped-up Godzilla, and it took burning Godzilla to stop him, then Kong stands no chance against this amped-up God. I even bet that 2014 Godzilla with the EMP. No, not even. I bet the female Muto from 2014 would be able to handle Kong. With axe, probably not, cause I would say Kong would be able to just slice off her legs pretty easily. But without the axe, Kong would probably lose. If Kong is barely handling those
yeah, Kong will not be able to handle those hooks and all those like slashes from the female Muto. No, he's not survive those slashes. He got bleed out real fast.
And like the female Muto would probably push Kong down. Probably push Kong down, just start stabbing it, and like the male Muto would legit pick up Kong, like Monster Zero did Godzilla, and just drop him. He could legit just drop Kong down, and just kind of manhandle. And then for Rodan, he may be smaller, but
since Kong's very vulnerable to flames, he's not gonna survive with Rodan.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, now if Kong has the axe, then those fights they're more on Kong's side, With the axe, and if you don't include Muto Prime, Kong is, I would say, at the third spot. I guess. Oh, okay, Nick, we need to go down.
Oh yeah.
So, and I was also saying on the drive back that you could say that the fight between Godzilla and Mechagodzilla could be a potential rematch from Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, because they were using his skull to, I guess, power it. And you could say it was, a tiny. You could say it was a rematch since
the left hand of Ghidorah took control of Mechagodzilla, so it was a rematch. Yeah. I people try to argue that Godzilla was tired, that's why he's gonna ask it. No, even if he wasn't in his full capacity, Mechagodzilla still would have bullied him, but just the same way.
Man's had rockets. Man's was barraging him. Man's has shoulder rockets, back rockets,
beam clash.
Fists.
Ooh, that was smooth. Oh god,
Then
got wrecked with that
Godzilla almost got kissed of death.
Yes.
Almost got kissed of death.
Reversal kiss of death.
Man's almost got it. Ooh. This dude actually has a cool sniper. Yeah, so and I was saying, my brother was not agreeing with me. I was saying, if the shoe was on the other foot, and if Kong was fighting Mechagodzilla, and Godzilla was down, Kong not be able to handle him. If Kong can't handle Godzilla, he can't handle Mechagodzilla. It's just too unfair. You know, it's just too unfair. Alright. The power system is just kind of bull. You know?
If you just power skill Kong, the Godzilla of all the shit Godzilla had to go through from Monsterverse, yeah, you would have known already. Kong had no chance to begin with. And even in this movie, Godzilla literally shot at a atomic breath all from Hong Kong, all the way out through the center, from the center of the Earth, all the way to a hollow Earth, all the way to the throne in mere minutes. And he literally defied the laws of gravity and somehow pushed all the way out there. If that doesn't tell you Godzilla, this Godzilla would absolutely one-shot Shin, I'm supposed to tell you. And people actually out there still think Shin would beat Mr. Godzilla, even after watching what you just saw in Godzilla's Kong. Godzilla literally shot through into the hollow Earth, and the atomic breath didn't even change directions from the anti-gravity thing. Literally defied the final laws of gravity all the way through the throne. That was like an amazing feat the guys did there. People conscripted, now he's definitely planetary level just from that kind of feat.
So Nick, I'm gonna ask you Nick, who do you think would win, Mothra or Kong, without the axe? Okay,
A lot of people
very unfair for Mothra.
Yeah, from what I've seen, yeah, I think Kong would win. Mothra doesn't look all that strong. Considering if you just like, a lot of people said that a lot of people say some stupid shit like, so when Godzilla pushed Godzilla in the ground, Kong could have killed him. I'm like, how? How would she be able to kill him? Sting him to death? Literally nothing of her powers, what we see in the movie, wouldn't have any chance against your door.
Yeah, no,
if Mothra literally
head
easily got her wings burned up by Rodan, who was the same Rodan who got one shot by a gravity beam, then Mothra would have no chance to go on one-on-one.
And Rodan is just on Mothra, and like her wings is being cindered.
Yeah.
You know, and like even if he was pushed down, the other head could easily just bite Mothra. You know, can just easily bite Mothra. Can I go forward? Okay, thank you. Oh my jeez, these people cannot drive.
God damn it, jeez.
This steering is
terrible. I can't even go.
This steering is absolute cheeks, bro. Oh, the lag is insane. Okay, man, just okay. He crashed his car into me, and he just leaves it there. Flash flood. Oh, wow. Of course they have a flash flood. I couldn't even enjoy these trash go-karts. They can't even go up a ramp. They're struggling on a ramp. These go-karts are some absolute cheeks. They're struggling on this edge, bro. I'm dead. I'm dead. And my health is low as well. Yep, I'm dead.
Stop jumping, bro.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold up. So, yeah, back to the movie. Guess what else is there?
And we all died. Wait, these guys survived, but they're literally in water. How would we die? Some bullshit.
Dang.
That's so good in this game.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I'm gonna say that Pro Soup is wrong. That fight was very one-sided, actually. I don't know why I didn't bring this up. I should have said, in the car, legit, if Kong was struggling against those nobodies, legit, that nobody Titan, and man's is struggling against a skull crawler that was his size in Kong Skull Island. He he's still no match for Godzilla. Like, it's just that the feats aren't on Kong's side.
Exactly.
The feats aren't on Kong's side. Now, if they're having another movie, since this did pretty well, and there was no end credits, sadly, my question is, who would they bring back? And like, who would they include? Oh, and would they make like a new Titan?
New Titan, or bring back some, Toho monsters. I think they might, if they're gonna do another one, I'd bring like both Toho monsters and original monsters. If like Toho monster, I think like the most obvious, like the two most popular ones would probably definitely add is Angus and Gigan. I think that's the two most requested monsters people want back. I think Destroyer I think Destroyer might work for like maybe for a movie where Godzilla dies. And I'm not sure for like a movie where Godzilla would survive. I think much more impactful if Destroyer is in a movie where Godzilla does the fact die herself. Me personally, I would like to see Titanosaurus come back, but not see him.
Yeah, and like, if I've actually barely seen any Showa movies, but I know that I think it was only showed once or twice in like the whole series, right?
What?
Titanosaurus.
Yeah, Titanosaurus was only in Terror Mechagodzilla, but I think he appeared in some like media and there. But the only movie was in like Terror Mechagodzilla. And then like one split second what's the word again? The stock footage, like one split second stock footage of Final Wars, and that's pretty much it. But I would like to see him like come back in the Monsters movie.
And it may sound like I am fanboying extra hard for Godzilla, but I'm just saying that Kong didn't stand a chance.
Nope.
He barely stood a chance.
Did not.
Rodan would be able to handle Kong. Yeah, one atomic breath to Kong's, I guess, back meat, I took fall damage from that? Are you serious?
Perfect fall damage. I actually really like how Godzilla really laughed when he shot Kong in the back. Or completely caught me off guard. I think Danny actually laughed.
Wait, dang, he laughed?
Yeah, when after Kong shot him, that one close up of Godzilla's face, he literally, his mouth would curved up like a smile, and you could hear him like giggle. So he's literally laughing.
Now, cause Kong could barely handle a atomic breath, and Ghidorah took a full one to the chest.
Full amped supercharged Godzilla and really just walked off like it was nothing. One time off guard, and then another time really close up to his chest, and didn't do jack shit. And the time Big Kong got his chest.
Guys, if the previous movie, I guess, if King of the Monsters and the same elements as this movie, I would feel like it could possibly be a lot better. Possibly. Like if they could hold the fight scenes longer, if they had a better okay, I would say if they made the human characters more interesting and stuff, then like yeah, King of the Monsters would be pretty nice. Cause like the monster fights and like I would say in like the MonsterVerse series,
I think it's like
they're pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I think for like for like Console Island and Godzilla Con definitely like the best fights. 2014 is I think King of the Monsters return a little bit of a mixed bag in terms of the screen time of the fights because it's how many cutaways it happens. But what happens in the fights are cool enough to
But I can't believe that Kong was struggling on that one no beam monster.
No, one of these creatures literally. It was a nice thing, like he grabbed its tail and threw at the other thing. But as soon as he grabbed on his arm and on his hand and just wrapped itself around him, the Kong was done for, and he couldn't do jack shit. He tried against one fodder monster like that. He tried to get it cut. So, oh my god.
No. I'll be back.
Well, I think maybe next week might plan to do some live stream. Might live stream Doom Eternal H1's Part 1. I don't think my brother has got Part 2 yet, so I might have to like wait for that. But maybe next week I might plan live stream some Doom Eternal because I'm actually really liking that game, even how hard it can get. Since I got really no other games to play, so I just might as well live stream some games and stuff. And nope. Never get on Gear 5 again. I may not even get on Gear 6 if anything like Gear 5, so yeah. It's what it is. And for all the monster movies that came out, you know, I scale it from all the 4 movies that came out. If I have to put one, I say Kong Skull Island at number 1. Other versus Kong at number 2, King of Monsters at number 3, and 1214 at number 4. That's like how I would scale them off. The reason why 1214 is my least favorite is because it hasn't really aged well as I remember, like 6 years ago. I think the human characters, pretty much right after Joe Brody died, the movie kind of just really dies off a little. It kind of gets too slow paced. When the monsters come in, it really cuts right away, and it really pisses you off. I didn't mind it because I was just fanboying over the movie for so long, but now really rewatching it, that marathon before watching Godzilla Kong, I knew it was like, nah, yeah, it's gonna move as an age well. I still like it. I think it does have, you know, a very good influence on the series to bring it back to the general audience again, which led you know to Shin Godzilla and the other like new stuff that for Godzilla came out in the coming years. Overall, the film could get really boring, like around second act, but it does catch the pace a little bit with the final fight in San Francisco. Yeah, I do like, you know, those moments of the fights in there, but it cuts way too much, and you don't really get a lot of screen time in it, so I would probably give it a 6 out of 10. I usually give it like a 7 out of 10. Usually go down 6 out of 10 after you watch it. Cosco Island, you know, it had like a really lot of good like characters in that movie, and the fights with Kong, its Kong was really nice. So I give Kong Skull Island maybe a 7 or 8 out of 10. King of the Monsters, I think the human characters are alright. The fights are a little, you know, disappointing because you can't really use so much, you know, weather effects. You can't really get the details of them. But it was nice to see all the silhouettes there and there. The music's really good. The rides video's new version, so I'll give King Monsters maybe like a 7. And then for Rise vs. Kong, that's 7 too. Because I think the fights are definitely the best of the series. Really like the camera angles there and there. And, overall, I think I kind of enjoyed it a little bit. Is it like top 10 Godzilla films? No, but, I think it's a movie to, if you're just feeling down in your life and you just got like a time wishing to watch, I think Godzilla Kong is the movie for you.
I was still on the map, and they took away everything. I fell and I died.
Damn.
But thankfully, I'm gonna get teleported.
That's nice.
So I just had to quickly, tell my mom my points on why it was an unfair fight, and why the power scaling was not in Kong's favor. I just had to tell my brother about why it was not in Kong's favor. What else? What else is there to talk about?
I think we pretty much talked enough, but I guess I say, I think Godzilla in that movie, in this movie, has some good cool moments. And well, I think the biggest problem I have Godzilla in the Monsterverse, I think it's just like some of the sound effects in this movie. They don't do that. It doesn't do the last part of the roar. Like you don't hear it like twice in this movie. It's like, come on, let's hear the. Like, where's the last part of the roar? They didn't do that much.
Yeah.
I don't know why this.
I like how in 2014 it's used a lot more.
Yeah, it's used a lot like 2014. Like almost every time it roars, you always hear that. 2019, it's kind of like you hear it sometimes, but like in this only like they heard it twice, and it's just and that's pretty much it. And then the full length of the roar. That was a little disappointing to hear the full part of the roar sometimes.
And like the full part of the roar, it was used when that girl had her hand on the wall.
Yeah.
And then you could hear like the and then stuff was about to go down.
Yeah.
And like even in their first fight, I will hand it to Kong.
Yeah, Kong did pretty well in the war.
And Kong isn't in his territory, Kong is by all this water, and I would say that's understandable. When any monster is fighting a monster, go in their territory, you're not gonna tame this rocket.
Yo, I lost my leg. No.
This rocket ship got destroyed, bro. This tornado spawned on the rocket ship.
It took my fucking leg. Oh no.
Dang, bro. Yeah. So if you're gonna fight a monster, it's best if it's on an equal playing field, Because in 2019, when Godzilla got a hold of Monster Zero, and when he dragged them in the water, they died. Well, I think someone was launched off. He was kind of struggling against Godzilla. Godzilla bit off one of its heads, and if I'm being honest, Godzilla, he would have done a lot more if they hadn't launched that
Oxygen Destroyer, which
prototype.
prototype Oxygen
Yeah.
Destroyer out of fucking nowhere, pulled it out of his ass in the middle of the sequence, and then say, "Oh, we just got this new prototype weapon that was, all we mentioned from the rest of the movie, and all of a sudden, all we pull out of Oxygen Destroyer out of his ass and threw that in." It's like, okay. They could have done it where Ghidorah could have, like, even it would have been more. I think the King Monsters would have done better if make Ghidorah literally body Godzilla one on one to the point that he needed like monsters like the double team him, rather than Godzilla able to hold his own one on one. In my opinion, so that's why I think it
No.
was bullshit that had to grab an oxygen destroyer. That should have been a weapon that should be a one shot weapon for Godzilla if we were to bring it in, but nope. It's just immobilizing, searching to his home. Money on this what it is.
No, but legit in that movie, I would say if Godzilla didn't have that amp, man would be losing a lot. King was actually pretty strong. He manhandled Rodan easily.
One shot bullshit. Can't be fucking overruled them like they get one shot. That's why I don't put like my favorite role. It could be my favorite role. I really get fucking one shot or whatever crap people. We were so close just to passing short with that's the best for them, but nope. They just got one shot. Like nope, I will. And not as bad. I hate it with that. He just got bitch slapped by the whole movie.
Are you serious? I'm at full health, and I fall and I lose more than half. Just the end of the ball. I died. Saiyan killed me, bro. I like how when Saiyan kills me. Wow. Guys, be careful out there, because, Saiyan streaks will just
And well, I
kill you.
Oh my goodness, great fall damage, of course, every time.
Top tier fall damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if the door is in this film, I would say, just like Mechagodzilla, they would need to double team. Because I would say if Godzilla had burning mode, he would be able to handle both monsters solo. But he needed no survivors. Wow, that dang, for real, no survivors. But yeah, Mans was handling a amped up Godzilla and was still kind of thrashing on him. They needed Mothra's help, and they also had to, lead him away from Godzilla so he could, I guess, go burning mode.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I would probably say that King Ghidorah might possibly be stronger than Mechagodzilla.
That definitely. If it took Godzilla to go burning mode to literally evaporate Ghidorah just like that easily, then yeah, I think Godzilla. I think yeah. If I were a power scale, I say Godzilla number 1 because of his burning mode, King Ghidorah number 2, and Mechagodzilla number 3. That's like I feel it's like the top 3 strongest times in the monsterverse, the strongest monsters. And
then
maybe Mutu Prime that number 4.
Yeah, then like after that, Kong with his axe is probably at like a 5. But without his axe, he would lose to the female Muto Do you think he would lose to Behemoth? He probably would.
I don't know. I mean, I we don't know anything about. I think there is a. I see a picture of from a new comic of Behemoth. We find another time we got the title's name, but the title literally broke off one of Behemoth's tongues with his own arm. So I like to see like one like big. I actually can't wait to see how the fight goes down in the actual comic.
Yeah, but I would.
All the towers fall down.
Who do
Oh,
you-
shit.
That is why I left the tower. Who do you think would win? Rodan or female Muto? Because that's interesting.
Ooh,
I'm the
I
only
actually want to see
survivor.
if I was
Wow.
looking at male Mewtwo. I think that someone already made a video on that in the male Mewtwo one, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Consider
No,
how,
and
like
Rodan.
one tail swipe from God, the one shot the male Mewtwo, and also the fact that when they get one shot by a gravity beam but it survived, it's gonna be hard to it's gonna be hard to like see. I think
Then he
Rodan had
came
him on
back.
Yeah, I came back and then became like a girl's bitch from the whole rest of the movie.
Dang, same map. Then he came back, fought Mothra, got stabbed in the shoulder, and he's still alive.
Yeah,
But then the male Muto got impaled by a building
one
piece,
shot by the tail whip
and like its arm fell off. You know. Personally, I would probably say the male Muto and Rodan are probably like like around equal, right?
I don't know. I it's really hard to tell because like I think Rodan would have been a winner if he didn't get one shot by a gravity beam and just kept fighting and fighting. I think it would have been cool if go to fighting keep fighting until they got moved up to the Argo jet, and then as soon as before Predator was gonna push Rodan to the Argo, Godzilla comes in, grabs Predator out of Rodan, and Rodan like escapes. That's what I think that should actually what happened instead of just Rodan just getting one shot by gravity.
But to be fair, King Ghidorah is a pretty, it's a pretty strong monster.
Yeah, but
Push
like,
Godzilla
Rodan
down.
at least more capable than that. Just get one shot by gravity.
But he got one shotted at. Dang.
I just got fucking destroyed. What the hell?
Me just came in and. What? Nope. This piece is gonna fall. Okay. I'm gonna be dead. This amazing fall damage is not gonna be on my side. I don't think I could make it out alive. Wow. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. So Rodan took a point blank shot. That was held on his body for like at least like 2 or 3 seconds. Yes, Godzilla would be able to handle that, but I'm the only survivor again.
Damn.
But Godzilla, he also got stronger from fighting the male and female Muto and Muto Prime. And like I would say, and Godzilla is I guess larger, so I guess he would be able to handle it better than Rodan.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I have monster Rodan. He's too small, man.
Yeah.
Too small.
Yeah, he's
like,
too small.
He's like double.
And Mothra
double,
is also
double his
small.
height. Been fine, but not like the smallest version of Rodan.
Yeah, and I don't know why Mothra was like, 15 whole meters.
15 minutes making such a tight. Literally one step, and she's dead. One step. One extra step from Godzilla, and she's dead. Like, come on.
Like, I don't know why they're so small, and like they're like the same age as everyone, yet Kong grew so big. And like Rodan and Mothra are still small.
Yeah, that's why
I don't understand.
I had canon that Rodan was just a juvenile. And because he was dormant for that long, he didn't have, he was awake to actually, like, grow up to a full. Why am I
Dang,
green?
Nick,
Why's my face green?
your
What the
face is
fuck?
green. That's what I was about to say. Yeah, I will also say that that's my headcanon. Rodan, since he's been dormant, he hasn't been able to get enough radiation, I guess, to grow to a large size. But I guess you could possibly say the same thing for Kong, since he's been on that one island for his entire life, and like he hasn't moved, and they straight up trapped him on that island. So I guess you could possibly say the same thing for him.
But at least for like Kong, he was actually a lot active and actually moving around for the last 51 years. So I guess it makes sense for him to get grown. But I refuse to believe Rodan is a fully grown creature that's only that tiny and get one-shotted, man. Like I don't think Doherty Rodan is his favorite. There's no way. How he was used that movie, no way it was his favorite. I think he was just talking out of his ass. I don't know if his favorite monster.
Hopefully they redo Mothra and Rodan. Hopefully they make them larger.
Yeah, super large. Make like Mothra like as big as like it's since in the original era Mothra was like 3 times the height that as big as Godzilla. Make like Mothra that big. If they there.
And Rodan, he I just wish that he was larger.
Yeah, I wish he was larger and then actually
like
have better durability.
Yeah, I care more for Rodan than Mothra in my opinion.
Yeah, me too.
But it's just I guess I could handle Mothra being that short.
Yeah, but she was really just born, so I was pretty fine with how small she was. But Rodan, come on, they're making a lot bigger than that.
Yeah, I just saw some dude got flung. I'm like, tsunami, okay.
Oh boy,
where's it coming from? I will survive it. Nick, you need to leave that tower.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm cool with her.
Yeah, you need to go in these, then you need to jump as soon as it passes over. So the best place to be is closest to the tsunami in my opinion, maybe.
Alright.
Possibly. I haven't played this game in a while, but I'm pretty sure this is the strat. As soon as this thing is like about to pass over, you like jump, so you survive it, and you don't get flung. Yeah, this thing will fling you.
This bitch just fucking pushed me off. God damn it.
Yeah. This piece falling, it would have probably flung us in space and we would probably die. If I'm being honest. That's just how this game is. It just flings you for like no reason and you just die. A person pushing you, it might cause you to like spaz out and you just flung and you die. Yeah, so we're talking about Rodan. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of saddening to know that Rodan is basically a toddler in terms of size. I just want more done to Rodan in the future in terms of height and strength. Cause
I see the plat man posted deleted credits is incorrect. They actually had sex multiple times on time.
Yeah, Rodan kinda is weak, and so is Martha.
Yeah.
She was kinda. I mean, yes, most creatures are weak to fire, but she was not handling his flames. And yes, he was also dormant in a volcano, and she was just born recently, but she was not handling him well. Is what I'm saying.
I don't know. They were kind of like going at each other a few times while like screwed from the fight. But then when it gets to the end of the fight, then Lord Rodentic was fully dominating.
But then she kinda, maybe she could have killed Rodan, or maybe her stinger was only able to be angled up at that angle, so maybe the only possible target was his shoulder.
Rip, you're not my mom, bro.
So yeah, maybe Mothra had
shit!
So you're telling me that thunderstorms? Oh, hold on. This chick, what is this chick wearing exactly? I need to inspect some people in this room. They have some questionable outfits. So as I was handling fight, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, maybe Mothra could have killed Rodan. Maybe she spared him. But also, maybe her stinger could only... Maybe that was like the only good... Wait, I need to just think about this. So Nick, do you think she would have been able to hit anywhere else?
Considering how, like, when she slapped him in the face, it kind of had to actually get Rodan off of her. I guess she probably would have clawed him to death since she was immobilized from that one stinger. But I guess Mothra does it like, is much more benevolent than Godzilla and won't just like kill him like right there. I guess because she didn't really see him, or maybe if since there were previous paintings of Godzilla, Rodan, and Mothra, actually triple team on Ghidorah, I guess like Mothra spared Rodan because Rodan, it wasn't really Rodan. Rodan didn't really comply. He was kind of forced to bow to Ghidorah, so it wasn't really his decision to actually like switch sides.
But if she was able to, with that stinger, do you think she would have been able to kill him in that instance?
Maybe, I'm not sure, but I still bullshit how we're going to shoot in the movie. I expected so much more of him.
Man's just kind of treated like a punching bag. Lost to two monsters in
one shot. With all his attacks and ridiculous.
Rodan is kind of like Khan in this new movie.
Exactly.
but at least for Rodan's, I guess, sake, he's facing 1, a Alpha Titan, 2, a well-known monster. Not some nobody, no-name monster that was just...
Yeah, he's famous fighting...
How did I die?
A Alpha Titan
I'm
fighting the Queen of Monsters. Come on! King of the Sky is my ass. You got fucking one-shot by gravity, dude. King of the Sky. I can't fucking one-shot by gravity. You bullshit.
Nick, a sand stream, one singular sand stream, probably headshotted me and I died.
Damn.
I was on full health.
Yeah, this game is perfect, man. 10 out of 10.
Oh my jeez. I just love being like around full health, and like a singular sand stream just touches me, caresses me, and I die. Okay. You just gotta love natural sometimes. You just gotta love natural sometimes. Yeah, kind of is bull how Rodan is king of the. Yeah,
King of the skies.
Rodan has to
Bullshit.
earn his title.
King of the
King of the
skies. He
sky.
can't even survive one
When
gravity beam.
when when Rodan starts fighting more monsters,
Yeah, then he definitely deserves to claim King of the skies. But right now, no, he's the king of the bitches.
I should not have jumped off that high because I almost killed myself. Cause yeah, Rodan ain't no king right now. Rodan is just a punk, lost to 2 monsters in 1 movie.
Yep.
And you know, you could say the same thing for Kong. You know.
Oh, we'll
'Cause,
see in the new comic where he fights Kamazon to see if he can actually handle one monster one-on-one without getting any human help.
you know, and if I'm being honest, that's kind of the same. Excuse me. For some
But
instances in the older Godzilla movies, you know, Godzilla is fighting a monster, kind of needs help, you know. So
well,
then
in the
they
back of my
kind of
head, the monsters where he actually had need help from was, let's see, there was good King. It was Ghidorah. Then it was
I
Hedorah,
died.
and then Mechagodzilla and Titanosaurus. Then King Ghidorah from the Heisei series. Then let's see. He did technically need help
To
from Mechagodzilla
destroy ya.
because of Rodan. Then he had Space Godzilla. He needed help with Mogera, and then Destroyer, and with humans. I mean, let's be. I think Godzilla was still gonna kill Destroyer even without the help of the humans. I think humans just gotta help
Yeah.
bring Destroyer down so they can like get ready to cool down Godzilla and that. Godzilla kicked Orga's ass without any help. Kicked Megagira's ass. One-on-one, he had to adapt to that fight. And then he has to get help from Kaiser Ghidorah. And then we all know how he get help from the other monster he fought in the movie, in the Monsterverse.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would say he's gotten quite a bit of help from
Yeah, especially in the
people.
Monsterverse, like Godzilla couldn't, he had to get like any creatures up to his highest size. He needed help from help, outside help.
But to be fair, in 2014 it was being straight up double teamed,
Yeah,
and they
double
had
teamed
a
by
EMP, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, guess in Final Wars, Rodan,
He just got
kind of
one shot
mostly
by
stayed.
Anger's curveball, and that was bullshit right there. You
Yeah,
got real
and
cool scene
Rodan was.
attacking. Yeah, one cool scene in New York City, and then when King Caesar and Anguirus were a triple team on Godzilla, tail whipped Anguirus, and then he just one shot Rodan up in the skies. I was like, that's some
You
bullshit.
know, and in that instance, Rodan wasn't even flying all that high.
You know, he's flying pretty high, and then like when Godzilla jumped in the air, he slammed his head into King Caesar, and then I did do like a team attack with Anguirus and with him and Anguirus, and then just gets one shot by his curveball attack. I'm like, come on. At least not as bad as Heisei Road, because Heisei Road is definitely like, although I like his design, he's definitely the worst road there. You've seen how much he got slapped around in by Godzilla and Mechagodzilla.
Plus, it makes like no sense how his wingspan was decreased from the show era. Like why? Like how would he be able to fly if his wingspan is decreased? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. In my opinion, a larger wingspan would make a creature, you know, cooler, you know? And definitely it would make a creature more intimidating to other monsters if we're larger, you know? Because I know for a fact if Kong saw King Ghidorah, wings fully spread out and everything, wings stretched out, all 3 necks as high as possible. Yeah, Kong would probably be, you know, a little scared. Maybe.
No, I think I'm gonna be pretty fearless and try to take them on and they get squeezed to death and by Monkey. Ghidorah didn't even need to use guy beam, just squeeze Kong to death with his own necks and that's it. Be
No,
done
bro.
for.
He just he just has to pick up Kong and chop him like Godzilla. Then he's done for.
Just do a sky drop and then bam, he's dead. Just like
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I would say Kong and Godzilla, they excuse me, need help from outside sources for quite a few of their fights. But so far for Kong, I would say it's been all of his fights.
yeah, all his fights need outside help.
And this is probably the first time for Godzilla in the Monsterverse where he didn't need outside help, I guess.
Yeah, pretty much.
Actually,
with his fight with Kong is like the only fight in my eyes that actually didn't need outside help from.
Actually, and I would also possibly say the Antarctic fight scene, he didn't need outside help because he flew away.
Yeah, Ghidorah pretty much retreated. So yeah.
No, but he got back up and was prepared to fight some more. You know, and no cap, in that movie, I was just kind of scared for Kong, you know, because Godzilla was just too overpowered. I was like, oh snap, Godzilla's just broken. I'm kind of scared.
I really hope Kong beats Kamiza's 1-on-1 without outside help. If he needs outside help, then Kong, this make Kong look so pathetic. I'm sorry. You need to have Kong at least have 1-on-1 fight when he doesn't need outside help. Especially something as big as Kamiza's. I saw some pictures of Kamiza's really big and really big compared to Kong. So hopefully he'll be able to beat it 1-on-1.
So like, is that after this movie or previous?
Yeah, I think like in a week or two, the two comics for Godzilla and Kong will come out. So hopefully, when we get this comic, hopefully Kong beats Kamiza. It's 1-on-1 without any help.
Yeah, and since Kong is free from Skull Island, that the comic for Kong would totally come after this movie. You know?
That kind of explain like why it's like the storm is now finally on the island and how all the Eewees got killed or something.
I mean, yeah, it would suck for Kong for him to need outside help for like, okay, I would say for Kong's defense, there's the skull crawler. I can't help him with that. But and same with that bat thing he faced. I can't help him with that. But with Godzilla, you know, that was his territory, and Kong is surrounded by water. So Kong basically already lost there, you know? He wouldn't stand much of a chance against Godzilla. Especially if they're surrounded by water, you know? I guess it's more acceptable for Godzilla to need help from outside sources is because in the first movie he got teamed on and they also have an EMP. In the second one he was destroying King Ghidorah was destroying Godzilla even with that amp. And if I'm being honest, they really needed to help him because they would have been done for if he didn't die. And with Muto Prime, I guess since that's like the prime of all the Mutos. Since I haven't seen that comic, I guess I can't, say much about that.
Yes, pretty much in that
I just
fight,
got blown
Muto
up.
Prime pretty much kicked Godzilla's ass, and she was pretty much about to, sexually assault him by impregnating him. But then they used like a prototype of the orca, which caused her to malfunction a little, which got Godzilla to get her on his back that she destroyed with her scream, and you sent a nuclear pulse. So you got outside from that. Hopefully Kong beats Kamazawa. Like I already said, like I hope Kong just beats Kamazawa 1-1. Hope it's just no outside help BS.
And I guess it's more unacceptable for Kong, because these aren't big monsters, These aren't quality monsters, because Godzilla can physically take out that skull crawler and take out that thing Kong was having trouble on. Even without his atomic breath. Okay, we need to leave this building now.
Oh yeah.
Oh my Jesus, this fire is actually spreading.
Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Shit. God damn.
Dang, you died?
Yeah.
And yeah. Kong did kill one of those things, and there were two. But I just thought Kong it was kind of saddening to see Kong struggle with that one low tier monster, if I'm being honest. Because I feel like my mic. I feel like that tail whip is kind of hard, because I feel like Mothra would possibly struggle with that as well. With Rodan, that's also kind of hard because it could just tie him up as well. So I guess you can't be on Kong's back about that, because pretty sure those two monsters probably struggle. But like, these aren't really, they say they're Alpha Titans, but they haven't shown anything Alpha-like.
At the tier of like that of Godzilla and Ghidorah. No, they are not Alpha Titans. Especially Rodan. How do the fucking know Alpha Titan? Bullshit. Even Mothra. No, Dolphin were not even close to being Alpha Titan.
Mothra ain't no queen of
the monsters. Bullshit. Queen of monsters.
Muta Prime is queen of the monsters.
Prime
for
queen.
now. And female Muto is the next. Oh my Jesus, I'm dead. I glitched through the tower. How do you go? Okay.
That's right. Let's get this shit.
Yeah. So and like apparently, wasn't that female Muto shown in the last movie? A upgrade.
Yeah, like a Queen Muto. So yeah, that Queen Muto is actually Queen of Monsters, not Mothra. Bullshit, Mothra ain't no Queen of Monsters.
Unlike the, but actually, bro, we we actually barely know any of the humans' names. Like we only know, we know Mark and Maddie.
Yeah, Mark.
Those are like the only
Or
two
mine, then Bernie
I
from
I
Godzilla
like
Kong
actually
got
know.
Bernie. Then we got Nathan. Yeah, I think there's only 2 characters. And Gia, and that one little group
And
that do a silent with
Serizawa.
Kong. And then with Ren Surizawa. Oh yeah. Oh, forgot about Ren Surizawa. Oh man, what the fuck was the point of him in this movie? There was no correlation being in the novelization Kingdom Monsters. Ishiro Serizawa had a son named Ren, and since that's the same Ren in this movie, they did nothing with him. All he was just controlling Mechagodzilla, and that's it. That's all his character was for. And then he just gets electrocuted into death, and then bam, he's done. Bygone. Like, what was the point of him?
I have no clue.
Completely wasted.
I guess his only point is that one role.
Yeah, one role of just like controlling Mechagodzilla. Yo, like I really hope they. I want to see the deleted scenes of him, bro. It would be really nice to have a character like a lot of people like wanted him to be like this character like who hated Godzilla, thinking like he was responsible for his father's death, so he helped with the creation of Mechagodzilla to take him out. But then when Ghidorah to get control, he realizes what he's done, and then try to help to take him down, try to shut him down as well. Or something like that. But nope, they didn't even do that. I just dropped down and died!
Dang. So jump down and die. Oh no. I'm about to die. I'm about to die. Bro, I should be able to swim upwards, but thankfully I didn't die. No. The flash flood makes like no sense. It's not even a flood. You know? Because people can be able to swim upwards and not just jump around. But, like, the floods in this game, or the flood in this game makes like no sense. We should at least be able to float and not, act as if. Okay. Gravity is still present, but it's not as. But gravity, I guess, isn't as present if you are submerged in water. We. In a flash flood, if you're like inside the flood, you're still acting as if you're on land, which makes like no sense. Okay, so what were we talking about before this?
Damn. Okay. I guess we can. I said okay. That's just Mechagodzilla. I think Mechagodzilla, design-wise, probably the third or fourth best design of them. I actually really like his design in the movie. Really like the claws.
Oh, we need to jump down.
Oh shit! Fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, and that Joe tail is like quite new, right? Yeah, it's quite new. Oh, we can't do the jumping. Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
All right.
At this point, but this full damage is not going to be very nice to us.
Oh no, it's not.
Oh my jeez.
Oh, we're fucked.
Mean to us.
Oh!
Yes. I got flung outside the map.
Holy shit! I survived.
I got flung outside the bat. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, this version of him is quite cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yet his eyes are like extremely small.
Yeah.
Extremely small eyes. Yeah, but man's just ragdolling Godzilla.
Mm-hmm. Completely
Absolutely
bullied him, threw him around like in the building like that, like high school bullying. Like, God damn.
Man slammed his head in 3 different buildings. Bop,
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 bop.
and bop.
And then my favorite part, I mean, other than the beam clash, and when he grabbed the gun in that one wide shot, okay, and grabbed the gun, they threw him, and he got to like walk a little bit forward, and his body just struggling slams into the building. My mom was laughing at that part. We were watching it in the living room. The way he just slams, it was so fun. Oh my goodness,
then,
guys
like,
got bullied hard.
Yeah, and then like straight up, this thing grabbed Godzilla by the tail and started to like, you know,
Yeah,
toss
he
him
tried to like
around.
jute his attack, and then just like turned him around and threw him around with his tail, completely raggling him like that. Like, jeez.
Yeah, and it was also G's when like Godzilla is straight up, you know, throwing around Kong. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like since Godzilla's head is now is like a bit smaller than 2014,
Mm-hmm.
I don't really expect him to like, I guess, throw around a monster that's like around his same size that easily. You know,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, it's like it's as if a person has a very high bite force, and they bite someone else who's like around the same size, and they just, you know, start tossing it around. It doesn't work. And like the same for, I guess, a crocodile. You know, if you got 2 crocodiles attacking each other, but one has like a much smaller head, it's not. You wouldn't expect it to toss around the other crocodile with
Oh, I just got fucked.
with that smaller head, because you would, I guess, assume the bite force, it wouldn't be as strong as the crocodile that has a larger head. Good. I almost died. I guess I don't know why his head was like decreased from like 2014.
Yeah, I know why he could already change his head size. I think his head was perfectly fine. All he had to do was just change the dorsal fins and then his feet, and that's it. I don't know why he changed the
Yeah.
tail and the head size. It's completely pointless.
Yeah.
I wish Wingard actually did in fact change his head, since he said in some interviews he actually did want to do it. But like, no, he should have straight up put it back to 2015 size, and then bring back the tail from 2015, and that's it. That would have been the perfect legendary design.
Cause like the elephant feet and his small fins, it was not cutting it for like 2014 Godzilla. His dorsal fins are very small in my opinion, and his feet were pretty ugly.
His elephant feet.
Some straight up ugly feet, you know. Yeah. So, yeah. So, Godzilla almost bit the dust if Kong didn't step in. Yeah. That was quite cool. Kong straight up grabbed his mouth, you know, moved it upwards, and straight up saved Godzilla. Then they started, you know, to
They grab
double
all of them
team.
and threw them in the building, and that's pretty much it. That's the only tag team they actually did. And other than that, Mexico just got back in, just sort of whooping both of them ass one on one. Like, oh my goodness. The tag team didn't even last that long. That's really disappointing. I'd expect a lot more than that, but no, Mexico just got shot missile pause Godzilla and just threw caught it off of him, and he completely dominated the thing again.
Yep, then Godzilla started to get pooped on again.
He just got bodied again, bro. The second cock again, just fucking slapped him. He's grabbed by the neck and just like kneed him in the chest, bro. Oh my goodness.
When I would search up Godzilla versus Kong on YouTube, and yes, it's fan art, but I would see some fan art of Godzilla and Kong tag teaming on the Destroyer. And after this film, Destroyer was straight up poop on the.
I would destroy it to be so powerful
die.
that literally he could literally start terraforming the earth with his bare hands. With just like straight up Star Wars level fucking power scale, just away from his hands, literally terraform the whole earth like that. I want to be that powerful. He comes in the massive earth.
Yeah. I want Destroyer to be powerful.
Yeah.
Just like the Heisei, I would say since Destroyer, since it needed probably the strongest live action version of Godzilla.
To literally be almost at meltdown mode in burning form to even like actually damage Destroyer, because even when that burning form Destroyer was actually like grabbing him by the tail and then dragging him across the airport. He was dragging him all like he was nothing.
Man's grabbed Godzilla Jr. as if it was some
like
some
a little
doll
and
dropped it. Then he blasted him again. Man, he blasted him again. Then he grabbed Godzilla. I think, by the neck and tossed him in some buildings. Yeah, and Destroyer was causing them. And with that head horn thing, man started slicing at his skin.
His slicing really right through him. It burned Godzilla really bled a little bit. Like that's how you know durable burnt Godzilla was. It even sliced in half.
Burn it. Yeah. Then like why would Destroyer split itself up?
Yeah, like one part it just splits itself into small versions of them, and then it's still like even though it was turning Godzilla a bit, as soon as Godzilla tripped and fell, it all exploded and he just went back to his perfect form.
That was pretty stupid of him. Plus, I'm pretty sure that like he laughed when he killed or blasted Junior, right? Yeah, if man's smart enough to laugh at that stuff, then why would you split up and make yourself weaker?
No, I guess Destroyer was just like I think he had since Godzilla was blasting him in the chest. I guess that's how it gave him mental brain damage. It caused him to do dumb shit in the process.
Yeah. It's like, that makes no sense. You know, I've never seen Godzilla versus Space Godzilla.
Oh, Space Godzilla was biting Godzilla. It took the efforts of Mogera to even take him off.
Yeah, I bet. and it took. I know that it took Godzilla to use his spiraling heat ray to blast off the shoulder crystals. And
actually,
stuff.
The shoulder crystals actually destroyed by Mogera, and then Godzilla after push him on the ground, then used his spiral heat ray.
Yeah. But if they do add Destroyer, I just hope he's just overpowered again.
Yes, would be godly, literally would be literally like creating universes with his fucking hands and godly creatures.
And man's is farting out solar systems
Yes,
by the dozen.
destroy
Dang,
pleasant
all
with
those
his
people.
hand across the universe. Like, jeez.
I'm bald. All those people died, bro. Wrong
Oh,
place,
I'm gonna fall
wrong
down. I
time.
need off the tower. Oh shit, it's gonna move the tower. Go, shit.
Wait, that tornado's pretty close. Dang. Wait, is that green in the tornado? Oh yeah, it's like some sort of green smoke in the tornado. I see you're alive, Nick.
What the hell?
Oh. Yeah, but I'm just curious. I'm pretty sure they probably would make another MonsterVerse movie.
Yeah,
'Cause
definitely. They said
this
that
one,
if Godzilla Kong is a success, they're gonna make more,
get up, get up.
which is a success, quickly and financially.
Now, I'm gonna go check the rating on Godzilla vs Kong right now.
I think like pushed down to like 76 so far I've heard. So I guess it's just as much as
76.
2014 now. I think it might have
Actually,
gone down to
2014 was at 75,
Yeah,
and
but
so
like
was Kong Skull
months
Island.
ago, it got pushed back to like 1% higher. So like now it's at 76%.
Wait, for real?
Yeah. So now
So
2014 is
uh,
technically 2014 is like before Godzilla Kong was actually the highest critically acclaimed Godzilla film. I mean, it's MonsterVerse film.
come on, Google, just load this for me. Yeah, it is at. Okay, let's check out Kong Skull Island. What's this at? Yo, Google, please. First time. 75. Let's check out Monsters. Godzilla King of the Monsters. 42. Godzilla vs. Kong. Let's check this out. This is at 76, so they're tied.
Yeah, so it's titled 2014. It might go down, but if as long as it's around the 70s, that's fine.
Yeah. No, I think one time I searched up Burning Godzilla. No. I searched up Godzilla versus Destroyer, and I think it was like at like a 100%, and it was reviewed by like one person, I think.
I was studying Jim K. On one to he had like 50%. Like, piss off. Jim K is not.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Yep. Godzilla versus Destroyer has 100% Rotten
Wait, we'll put
Tomatoes.
the reviews. Oh, yeah.
You know, let's check art. Okay, 6. Okay, so it's actually 6 reviews. Okay, the movie that proved that even extinction wasn't enough to stop killing the monsters. The film has a Vulcan quality. It's great.
Nice, survived that. Let's go.
Okay. So Yeah, while I'm searching up who viewed the movie, I should have seen an ad for Godzilla versus
Mm,
Kong.
not you.
Yeah, yeah. So I saw this one review saying that at the time, it is possibly the most action-packed film in the whole series. What are your thoughts on
But
that?
Kong being the most action-packed out of the film this whole series.
No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, no.
in the month?
Godzilla versus Destroyer.
No, definitely not. It's not really that destructive. It's only like two. There's like Hong Kong. There's like in the city with Junior and Destroyer, and then the final battle. There's like only three action scenes in the whole. I mean, four or five with the Super X3 against Thor and Godzilla. But like no, I think Final Wars is definitely the most action-packed Godzilla film. Still is.
But this was made in 2002. So
Okay, that made sense.
at
That
the
made
moment,
sense.
Final Wars.
And
I
I just got
died.
body part. Oh my god.
A meteor crashed down. I
It crushes
lived it,
Killer's
and
bullshit.
I'm in the air, and I die from what? Did I? Oh, was I flown too high? Could I not handle the pressure of me being flown that high? Wow. Come on.
Will love to see like a prequel MonsterVerse movie or comic or long series of comics of like of what happened like in the Hollow Earth, all the events and stuff. Like this Titan War or something like this large scale war of Titans fighting each other. We'll love to see that in a comic or like in a prequel MonsterVerse movie.
Mm. So, when do you think the next MonsterVerse movie will drop?
Maybe like 3 or 4 years. I don't think they'll wait like 5 years or higher because they want to make that same mistake with Kingdom Monsters. Probably it'll be like 3 or 4 years from now. Probably get a new movie.
Yeah, I would say like around 20,
Like
23,
2024,
24.
2025.
So maybe I guess it would probably be announced somewhere
Yeah,
in
like
like
get
late.
like next month or like Comic Con, like an announcement of a new movie or something.
Yeah, yes, maybe late, possibly 2022, since like this movie like just came out, and probably early 2023 is when.
Like a teaser trailer or
Actually,
something.
yeah. Or maybe it could be announced at like the very end of 2021. Then they like have, I guess, some posters somewhere in 2022. Then in like early 2023, they'll show like a small teaser or something. Survive, yes.
Also, can't wait to see that Kong anime in the MonsterVerse, the Skull Island anime. Go to check that out.
Mm.
See how that.
Yeah. So like, is the Toho anime out
Oh, Singular
for?
Point. It's out now in
Mm-hmm.
Japan, but I think it's coming out like a few weeks from now. We'll get it on like Netflix in the U.S. But right now, Japan is like the first few episodes are already out. I haven't watched them yet.
Wow.
I'm just gonna wait till all the episodes are actually can't come out in America and then watch them.
But it's kind of sad how they made Rodan that
Yeah, I saw
bad
the
in that
new Rodan,
anime.
new Rodan design sucked ass. You saw
I
like the
thought
actual like character sheet design of him. He looks terrible.
I thought that was some average pterodon or pterodactyl. I was like I was like why why is Jet Jaguar? I think that's his name, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, like why is he fighting some average pterodactyl, bro?
It's a flash fucking Rodan. Like, what the hell is that? No, no, no. Let me send you a
Why is this
picture.
dude walking like this, bro? Yeah, like this ain't no Rodan. I would gladly choose Monster vs. Rodan over this thing. And this thing was tiny as well. It was like it was straight up like around the size of some cars. This Rodan was in that anime. It's not all that large. Oh my jeez, a tornado just started like right here. Or
I just lost my
get up.
legs. I just lost my legs. Oh shit.
I lost one leg. I lost my legs.
Lost my
Both
foot.
of them as well.
Lost my foot.
Get up! Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. What type of Rodan is this, bro? What's up with this beak, bro? Or it's like mouth. What's up with Toho, bro? What's up with Toho?
Yeah, I don't really like the design. Jack War's like initial design sucks ass, and now we got Rodan. Oh my goodness. At least Anguir's and Gabra look nice. I'm like to argue with that. They look nice. Their new designs look nice. Well, like Godzilla,
Godzilla,
Jaguar, Rodan, I'm
he
disappointed.
look he looks weird in this. You know his fins are cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice fins,
Uh.
but the front view of his face really made it look mad ugly and weird thunder thighs with like all the way up to his sides, like that, with like a T-Rex. It's just,
I'm gonna search him up real quick. Godzilla, singular point. Yeah, like man's has some big thunder thighs for some reason. I guess if you don't, that's in gears. I guess if you don't view his face,
like
oh,
side view, he looks really cool, but front side view, it like sucks. This looks so nasty.
actually, he looks extra ugly. Oh, when he opens his mouth.
Yeah,
He
open
just
mouth.
has
No,
to keep his
I
mouth
can't take him
closed.
seriously when he opens his mouth.
It looks so ugly. Just, yeah, like side view. Man's looks pretty beastly, you know. Man's looks pretty cool. But just then, when he like opens his mouth,
Opens his mouth, it's just disgusting.
it's not good. I don't even know like why they would make it like I oh no. Oh no.
I think we discussed enough guys with Kong. Overall, like Guys vs. Kong, I wouldn't say it's the best of the best, but it's, you know, if you just, you know, feel down, I think it's a good time to just watch a movie just to have fun. Or succeed in
These
making
things
up.
should have lagged
So,
here.
thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, I will see you guys later. Maybe I know. I guess after this wave is over. these things are straight up lagged here. Wow. Wow, how... But like, how do you mess up Rodan that bad?
My goodness, fuck. If Doherty makes another monster movie, don't ever have him in charge of writing. Please don't ever write him ever again how you wrote down. Oh my goodness.
My Godzilla.
Godzilla. So stupid.
We need Kong.
The world needs him.
We need Kong. The world needs him.
The world needs him.
Kong bows to no one.